Good day, everyone. If it's summer where you're at, I hope you're staying cool. I just put the air conditioner in my window because I had absolutely no choice. The weather went from almost winter to dead of summer overnight. It's been hot as can be, and it wasn't. I didn't even need the air conditioner up until today. So summer came abruptly. That's not right. That's not the way it comes. It's never been the way it's ever come before. Just another one of those things that backs up what I'm about to talk about, which is the great regret and how every last thing is fake and how we are being governed by our enemies. And that's actually the title of a video I watched the other day. That's what it was called. We are being governed by our enemies. Correct. That is correct. So, regret. Everybody knows what regret feels like. You do something you think is good, and you turn around and look at it and go, damn, that was stupid. Oh, I regret that. Well, the regret that people are going to feel when all is said and done, and this is, it all comes out in the wash, as they say, people are going to realize they've been supporting their own demise. They've been cheering for things that are totally counterproductive to a good life for them. And they've been voting for and supporting their enemies. People that hate them. People that do not want anything good for them whatsoever. To go out there and hold a campaign sign, vote for this guy, vote for Mark Carney. Carney. A carney to me is someone that works at a carnival and does a lot of drugs, is really a very low class person, actually. That's the word carney, that's what we call them. They travel around. I'm not saying they're all bad. Some of them are good people. I've known some of them and used to party with them, but that's what a carney is. We got one as a prime minister. He's not that. He's a failed banker is what he is. But he's our enemy. And people are out there cheering for him. Yeah, love Mark Carney. He's the one that's going to fix it. He hates you. He totally hates you. He's a globalist. He's completely in with the World Economic Forum and all the globalists, the people that don't like you whatsoever. You're in the way of what they want to do. The great regret. People that really support this mandated vaccine idea. And, they support all of it, whatever the establishment says. Climate change. There's another one. When people realize what they've been doing, Maui is the best example of it, and now the truth about that is finally coming out, how they're pulling this off, because they're doing it all over the world. These wildfires, it's not climate change, it's technology. It's a mixture of HARP and cloud seeding and hurricane direction and hurricane creation. Doesn't even have to be necessarily a hurricane, just this thing they do where they heat up the ionosphere with HARP, and somehow they make this incredible wind happen, and you get fire going, and then this hits the fire, and it just... Wildfires don't exist unless people mess with them. Okay? There's no such thing as a wildfire. Bullshit term, completely. There is no such thing as a wildfire. There is once you mess with it, but it's not something nature creates. There are also a lot of the spraying they're doing. Now they say they're putting sulfur dioxide in the air. They're also putting aluminum, barium, and all these other chemicals. They're spraying the areas where they want the fires to happen. because it's an accelerant. So once the fire gets going, this stuff's already been dumped in the forest. And I mean, trees are burning from the inside out. Do people realize that? You have to go out and rah, let's stop climate change. Let's stop climate change. Let's follow what the WEF is saying. Oh, the great regret people are going to have. The love of communism. It's another thing that's going to cause nothing but regret. You don't like the way things are? You don't like the free world? You want communism instead? Okay, okay. You're insisting, most of you, so that's what you're going to get. You're going to get communism. We already have it here in Canada, pretty much. It's just getting closer and closer to it every day. Designed by the Chinese Communist Party. Well, that's just lovely. Know what life is like in China? People are ready to overthrow the Chinese Communist Party. They've had enough of them. Completely had enough of them. Because communism does not do anything good for freedom, for sovereignty, and for personal success of any kind. You end up like everybody else, poor as shit, possibly starving, and very upset with your government. That's where you end up. Yet, rah, communism, let's go communism. The great regret is coming, folks. It's not even that far away. Now, here in Canada, it's going to happen a lot quicker than it's going to happen anywhere else, other than Australia and UK, New Zealand. The Five Eyes countries. For those of you who don't know what Five Eyes countries are, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, UK, United States. United States being the mother of all of those. Five Eyes means the intelligence agencies from all those nations share information, share intel, and corroborate on intelligence operations and stuff. That's really worked out well for all of us. And it's funny, you can see in every one of those countries the same exact things are happening. Extreme immigration. It's an infiltration, an invasion of all those countries. It's all directed by those intelligence agencies. That's why it's happening. It is an infiltration or an invasion, whichever you prefer to call it. And people are rah, let's welcome everybody, let's welcome everybody. They're rah for everything that's going on. That's why we're going to have a great regret. And boy, it's going to be great. Not great, I mean great as in big. The biggest regret of all time. Biggest regret of all time. That infiltration is getting to the point where the people going, rah, let's do that. Well, they're losing their country. I'm one of those people. This is not Canada anymore. The UK is definitely not UK anymore. They have little Muslim communities all over the place now. They have a Pakistani mayor just took over, I don't know, some city. They got a Pakistani mayor, and when she puts out political messages to the public, they're only in Pakistani. In England. There is no English. They put captioning on the screen, but it's in Pakistani. She's speaking in that language, and it's on the screen in that language. So the people of England don't even get to know what she says. Can you imagine going to Pakistan, taking over a big position in their government as a white Canadian or whatever, a Christian, whatever, and you go over there and take over a big position in the government, and you put out political messages in nothing but your language and don't even put captioning for the people of Pakistan? How long would you live? You're dead by sundown, for sure. Your head be rolling in the street. That's how they manage that. Yet, in this place in England, not a person's allowed to say a word about it, or there's consequences. Big time consequences. The coming great regret, folks. It is going to be the wildest regret people ever experienced in their whole lives. I mean, it sounds like I'm looking forward to saying I told you so. No, I wish it wouldn't happen at all. I wish I'd never have to say I told you so, but it's getting to the point where you can almost say it now. Told you, and so do many others, but they don't want to be racist people. They don't want to be considered, racist. That's the worst thing you can call somebody, apparently. You can call me that all day. I don't care. It doesn't even fizz me. It makes no difference. Call me what you like. Certainly not a racist, but I don't want Islamic ideology to come in here and take over the country and impose Sharia law on everybody. Nope. I don't like seeing the women walking around with just their little eyes sticking out and that's it. That's all you see. Got their whole face covered, everything. It creeps me right out. I really don't want to see more and more people doing that. No. There's quite a bit of it here where I'm living too. It's happening more and more all the time. People are pretending to be sort of okay with it, but some people aren't. Some people are really not okay with it anymore. They literally are talking about imposing Sharia law on certain populations, like little spots. They're trying to ease it in. It's a tiptoe. It's always a tiptoe. But when the regret hits everybody, they're going to realize everything they've been supporting, everything they've been in favor of, everything they've been voting for is counterproductive to their own happiness and freedom. And their kids' freedom and stuff is even in worse shape because these things progress. And what you're doing is if you're supporting this stuff, like unlimited immigration and just all the ridiculous things going on, especially in the Five Eyes countries, but other countries too. If you're supporting the infiltration of your enemies, which if people would just get more informed, they might figure that out, that's what they're doing. Boy, when that hits, that's going to be like getting a 2x4 in the face. That's what it's going to be like. And they'll be like, but I just didn't want to be a racist. Well, enjoy Sharia law. That's what I got to tell you. I will leave it there. I hope you're all doing well. Give me a like if you don't mind. And if you don't want to, don't give me a like at all. That's okay too. I will see you in the next one.